Tokyo, the capital of Japan with a population of 12 million. Having undergone dramatic industrialization during the second half of the 20th century, this city is characteristic of Japan, flooded with information and material goods. People here live within a swirl of mass consumption in an information-driven society. The society has not been very friendly towards working women with children. Consequently, some women have chosen not to have children. Yukino Nagano, a stage director, was one of them until 5 years ago, the year of the United Nations Women's Conference in Beijing, when at age 39, she gave birth to a son. After the birth of her son, she decided she would carry on working. This is her son, Hiroki. The subject of the play Yukino is currently directing is youth, their dreams, and the disappointment that lead to suicide. Yukino feels that today's young people are under so much pressure from materialism that they have lost their motivation to pursue their dreams. Having her own child made Yukino aware of the future uncertainties facing children, so she organised a group of like-minded mothers interested in environmental issues called the Eco Mama Net. Now the group has 60 members. Their activities include making bean paste, miso, by hand to appreciate traditional methods and encouraging the use of cleaner energy such as solar panels in their effort to help members break away from this mass consumption society. Another pursuit is to make hats for children to protect them from the effect of ultraviolet rays. Today, several members meet to arrange the newsletter. Through the newsletter, members exchange information for a more environmentally friendly way of life. But what motivated Yukino to form Eco Mama Net?
I wanted to breastfeed my baby, and it was just at the time when the issue of dioxin detected from mother's milk became important. I couldn't imagine a mother giving poison to her baby through her own body. But I couldn't contain this feeling of desperation. I had to share my outrage with others.
Mothers' wishes in Japan may be in conflict with their lifestyle.
Dioxin is a byproduct of our daily life, so there's no clear line between those who contribute to the problem and those who are the victims. It's a situation where we don't know who is responsible or where to turn for answers.
Back in April, Yukino took a week's holiday and went with her husband and son to the Fukushima district, 200 kilometers northeast of Tokyo. They joined a seminar on fasting at an institute called Macrobien, set in the middle of the mountains. Macrobien was set up 19 years ago when Chiaki and Chuya Hashimoto left Tokyo to practice and teach others a natural lifestyle based on macrobiotic vegetarian diet. The seminar of semi-fasting runs for a week and aims at reshaping the body and mind through diet. Each day begins at 6 in the morning. It begins with a cleansing routine followed by other activities. These activities include exercise, walks in the mountains, as well as meditation. During the Macrobien seminar, participants are put on a diet. This diet consists of one small bowl of brown rice per day. They eat the rice by chewing each mouthful 200 times to help eject waste and detoxify their systems. While hospital births are considered the norm in Japan, Chiaki Hashimoto has the extremely rare experience of having successfully delivered 5 children through home births. Her youngest son now attends junior high school. Meanwhile, the older ones have grown up and become independent. This meeting with Chiaki Hashimoto was the deciding factor for Yukino to have a baby and deliver it at home. While Yukino lives in the city and Chiaki lives in the mountains surrounded by nature, both of them are ecologists with similar ideas and goals. So let's listen to their views on the problems of women and environment. Both Yukino and Chiaki believe that when women have children, they become more interested in environmental issues.
What used to bother me when I had a toddler was that I had to walk at the same pace as my child when I went anywhere. He would wander this way and that, playing about so much that it seemed we would never reach our destination. But when I took my child's hand and walked with him, I found I noticed so many more things, like, oh, the wind blows this way, or the road has that kind of smell.
We're each born with an innate sense of nature, but we don't really appreciate the full extent to which we have this rich gift, do we? For ourselves, we can get by with anything. But when it comes to our children, we take time to think of what's best for them. After all, even if we can put up with drinking bad-tasting water, we wouldn't want to give it to our children to drink. It is this sensibility that keeps growing when one becomes a parent, and it can be a great asset.
Yukino feels that she really came to understand the importance of just the one bowl of rice through the atmosphere generated in the fasting seminar.
We always wonder what is really important in life. Do we actually need all these things? What is it we really need in our daily lives? We can be surprised at the minimal number of things that are really important. Just basic food, beautiful scenery, and happiness.
Without such an appreciation, my sense of self is very fragile. I would feel like opting for convenience and eating delicacies, even while trying, as an ecologist, to convey a message against consumerism and mass production.
Well, that's the case even with my lifestyle.
Yes, but you always know where to return to.
That's right. That's right. We're not afraid of losing anything. Whatever happens, even if we didn't have any food, we would probably be all right.
Yes, you feel you could survive both physically and spiritually.
You learn not to be shocked and not to worry.
Yukino believes that environmental issues can only be seriously addressed by rejecting the contemporary industrialized society in which we live, where efficiency is always the first priority.
The usual cycle has been one of competition by fighting and grabbing, creating monuments, building huge dams, changing nature, and making a reputation for oneself by these acts. This is the cycle that we must stop.
There's no true joy in it.
And on top of that, it's all in vain. We should laugh at it. Just laugh at it. True joy and real values are intangible. They come and go, changing every minute. Until we reach a common understanding in the world that what is truly important is bringing happiness and joy, we may not be able to preserve and protect this earth.
Perhaps this is the key to bring about a future where we can feel at ease as we move forward in our lives.
Yukino confirmed her determination to grow away from this mass consumption society by spending time in nature and participating in the fasting seminar. Living a contemporary life while rejecting modern civilization must be a daunting task. Yet with other women ecologists, she continues working to spread a new set of values where less is enough.